We are live yet again on the Hegde Everyday Live podcast on YouTube. My name is Avnish Hegde. Just finished the gym, not had a time to shower, and keenly looking forward to the next hour or two in terms of sport, I should say. England, India, and of course, besides that, will be England, the Dominican Republic of Congo. I mean, I was literally kind of messing up my words. There's going to be the awaited summer that English cricket fans are waiting for because there's 5 T20 internationals and, of course, not to forget, 3 ODIs, which will see Virat Kohli feature. The final one is on the final of the FIFA World Cup day, the exact date, Sunday, 19th of July, which is ridiculous. But in the next couple of minutes, because I don't want to go into the 9:30 sort of avenue where lots of us will be watching our television screens purely for 2 reasons tonight. Like I said, everyone wants to see Sooryavanshi play. And let me know in the comments if you guys think that the little boy is going to get the chance at Durham. Many people reckon that they still might go in with Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, and Ishan Kishan. I will tell you my 11. You guys can give me your 11 as well. Sanjay in the chat, always good to see you, my friend. Going on to say hello. 2 England matches today, but I'll be supporting the football England. I mean, fair. I mean, you have your own allegiances. And tell me who you guys are backing in the World Cup in general. Also, if you guys are watching this, and what is your series scoreline prediction for England versus India? Right, let's keep it short and quick, this one, because all eyes on England, like you can see. And I want to give you a little preview of why I want to watch this T20 international series, right, between England and India. One word, on one name, I should say, and 2 words, Sooryavanshi. I hope they don't put him on the bench. I'd rather start with him and then give him this 5 games to see how it goes, because it's not Bangladesh at home or West Indies at home. It's England away. The ball does swing there. Sooryavanshi had a sublime IPL where the swing was not that much, and he couldn't acclimatize in Ireland because he didn't get a chance to play in those 2 games that India lost. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes forward with regards to the cricket selections. We'll come to the football in just a bit because I know that precedes the cricket, and also some interesting choices in terms of the Shreyas Iyer's squad, which Gautam Gambhir will happily go back to England. Of course, last time he was there, took part in a 5-match test series, this time in a 5-match T20 series. Good evening to all of you guys joining me, and please smash a like and tell a friend about the Hegde Everyday show. And I'm honestly enjoying life, making content for you guys, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, and there's much more to come indeed. Right, cricket-wise, England, India. What's my series scoreline prediction? I honestly think England will win the series 3-2. I don't think India will win this series. They will win a couple of games. And even though England are in their own dire straits at the minute, I feel Brook might just be a breath of fresh air as a captain. There were talks about Bethel leading the ODI side and Brook kind of having the test and T20 duties on his plate. Really love how natural your content is, saying Pranesh Kekia. Thank you, Pranesh. Good to see you. Very big fan of you, he goes on to say. And my personal opinion is India's top order has been a disaster. So now why not try vibe of saying Sanjay in the chat? I honestly feel, what's to lose exactly? Here's a boy who's proved his worth in the biggest league of them all, literally dancing with the devils out there. Cummins, Bumrah, Bolt, world-class, renowned international bowlers with high pedigree, high quality, high skill, and he's made them look so silly. So now the real test is there, playing for India away from home. And many people might even think, okay, it's a small ground today, Durham, because if you guys know your cricket geography well and your grounds well, this is in the north of England. And this is pretty much Ben Stokes. This is home, essentially, because he plays for Durham. And it's in Newcastle. To just give you a football reference, Durham is in Newcastle, very close to, I think, Sunderland as well. So point being, it's a smallish ground. And I'd like to even factor in the fact that England, who lost the New Zealand Test Series 2-1, by the way, which is insane to New Zealand and Tom Latham and his boys, the fact of the matter remains, they had 1 day's rest to get their act together for this 5-match T20 series. So much so that I think Brook and Bethel and all these guys were actually playing T20 cricket in the nets right after the test, after they got out, during the test, in fact. So incredible. Sanjay, meanwhile, saying, guess my age. Hint, I'm a teenager. I'd go 17, my friend. 17 is what I'm going for. Pranay saying, yeah, but Shreyas has been telling us he wants to give security players who's come back from winning a World Cup. It's quite unprecedented. You don't normally associate this ever in cricket, where a team wins a World Cup, that too not too long ago, the same year, and the captain has gone away from the 11, let alone the squad, and it's really strange. I mean, Shreyas had incredible numbers for him to get the job, and obviously a tough assignment. Not a tough assignment, but a tough start to his captaincy days as a T20 international captain. Arun Tripathi saying 16, Sanjay. I love how the community is building a chat amongst themselves. Anyway, point being, Weber Sooryavanshi starts for me, and I think he can actually take like a duck to water today, because I think Sonny Baker, Saqib Mahmood, all these kind of boys will be playing. I have a feeling that they'll rest Archer today. I also have a feeling that they might rest a couple of other players who play the test match. So the bowling of England won't be at full tilt or the best of the best that they've got. And having said that, I think Weber Sooryavanshi, you look at the boy, he just oozes confidence. He went on to say that I want to hit my first ball for 6 in the IPL, and he did that. I want to hit my first ball for a boundary or a 6 against Bumrah, and he did that. He doesn't hold back. This is the new generation. This is what happens when you find a freakish outlier in cricket, and that is Weber Sooryavanshi. He should technically be having, I don't know, his homework assignments right now, sleeping early, probably not even watching this game because it'll be past his bedtime, but here he is. And you guys have probably heard it as well. He's not even allowed to be in the same dressing room as Team India because they have those rules in terms of the ECB and international cricket, right? So going to be a fascinating series, a compelling watch. Every time he comes out to even field or carry drinks if he's not playing, there will be chants from the crowd because there's no Virat, there's no Rohit, there's no Bumrah. So your superpowers and your superstar powers is not there. So all eyes would be on the kid. And all eyes would rightly be on the kid because he's dazzled us in the last 2-3 months. I mean, so much so that the neighborhood aunts, my mom, my sister, everyone has just been of high praise who don't even watch the game that much, right? So that's the impression that he's made. And England and cricket is like hand in glove. And if Sooryavanshi can stamp his authority and not just be like, you know what, yeah, I'm an IPL smasher, but literally kind of making his presence felt in the international arena. And similar to Sachin, where Sachin did it when he was 14, 15 as well, all those years ago, playing a test match in Pakistan. And he really made his mark in England. I mean, his first ever 100 came in England, Sachin, 1990, in that test match in Manchester. So, I mean, it could be really poetic if Sooryavanshi does go the same way. We'll talk about England as well because most of you guys are going to be curious about England in the chat. Pranesh, appreciate your comments and keep coming back to this live podcast. I will, of course, encourage all you guys to have your say. This is a community I want to build through my love for sport. And you guys have seen it on Instagram. So on YouTube, I'm trying something different where I talk to you guys. None of this meta stuff. It's literally hot takes and unfiltered opinions from my side. 2 times in a row, 10 live viewers. Let's go. We are growing, saying Sanjay. I love your enthusiasm, Sanjay. And I think for this very reason, I might even give you a follow on Instagram, mate. I mean, I really, really appreciate y'all who try to kind of make a big impression, even though the viewers are not as dazzling and vanilla like. It's early days, like he said. England 11 was already out yesterday. They're playing Liam Dawson, Luke with Saqib. Sorry, I missed that completely then. Pradesh, I'll hold my hand up and have this humility to say that. And my guess was right then, essentially. No Archer and none of those fresh boys. Adil Rashid, by the way, I think he's about 2 wickets away from becoming the second highest wicket taker in T20 internationals. Now, the highest is Rashid. Now, the second right now, I think, is Ish Sodhi, and then Rashid, Adil Rashid, that is. So all 3 leg spinners. Don't even ask where India feature on that list. Arshdeep Singh, but way down the pecking order compared to all the other international bowlers who've got the most T20 international wickets. Right. Butler, Salt, Brook, Bethel, Tom Batten, Sam Currans, Will Jacks. Pranesh, thank you so much for telling me England's team, which came out yesterday. And India, I think I'm going to second guess this team right now because you guys can help me in the chat as well by building this team. By the way, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, just remind me to switch to England, DR Congo, because the team news is out there as well. And I just want to quickly have a prediction, not just about England in this match, but how far they can go with Tommy Tuchel's side. Watching it live for the first time, already loving it, saying Prajwal Bharadwaj, amazing, mate. We're going to keep it simple, no heavy graphics and jazziness, just you and me across the screen from your living room to mine and talking about sport. And you guys can have your unfiltered say in the chat. Abuse me, call me names, give me hectic questions, ask me to find stats. Anything works on the Hegday Everyday Live, but try not to abuse. Live a peaceful life. Hi, Hegday. Could you have come back to KIOC today because there was an under 12 selection? You could have made content out of it. I'm sorry, Hunter. I would definitely try to come to KIOC at some point in time this week. There's just been tons going on with regards to some of the content that I'm doing for other people at the moment. But KIOC was always part of my plans every week, no matter how my content keeps growing, I should say, and going. Hey, man, love your content. Keep it coming. Huge RCB fan, studying, living in Canada. So much love from this part of the world. Amazing, Anuj. Anuj Deshpande, shout out to you. How's the World Cup? And you guys are marching on. Canada, innit? Canada. And I should say marching on because Jesse Marsh is, of course, managing you all well. And hopefully you guys can now get a result of who do y'all play. I think you guys will be playing. Jesus, who do they play? Canada. Let me just quickly have a look at that. If you guys are watching this, please let me know if you know who Canada play. I know it, but literally kind of just thinking about it before going and checking it out. Who are you supporting today, England or Congo? I'm honestly hoping it's a good game. It's 2-2 and then England nick it because England are my second team. I've got some bets certainly placed, but trendy bets, I might add. But essentially that. Yeah, we played Morocco, he says. So yeah, Canada, Morocco would be fantastic. And that side of the group is just going to open things up naturally when we go along. Watching your live for the first time and love your voice, saying Tenzin Minky 4417. Thank you, Tenzin. Really appreciate that. Nice warm wish on a Wednesday. And more of that, please. And tell me who you support in sport. Where are you from, essentially? And like Anuj is from Canada, and so many of you guys are joining me from all over the place. In fact, my mom also jumps into the chat from downstairs saying, wishing Vaibhav for his debut in India-England match. Honestly, I have no idea till we know in 18 minutes at the toss whether Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is playing or not. Shreyas Iyer likes to keep his cards close to his chest every time. We've seen that with Punjab Kings. We did see Prince Yadav and Shekhdeh make his, of course, debut individually in Ireland. But let's see how things unravel, because I'd really want to just look at that one name, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. And I'm pretty sure lots of you guys will be pandering to that toss, because if that's on and if he's in the team, everyone's watching it. Otherwise, everyone's going to be watching England Congo more. It's just natural. It's just natural how sports works for all of y'all. My predictions, saying Daily Life Journey 1968, saying my predictions, Kane's going to score 2 in the first half. Yeah, there's no more curse on him. He got a goal against Panama, of course, after that 0-0 at Ghana, after the witch doctor jinxed him. By the way, that witch doctor has now come to Cape Verde's, not rescue or side, but just vibes in terms of him predicting a Cape Verde win over Argentina. So let's watch that space closely. I think on Saturday night it is. Hegday, do you think Weber will get the chance today? I'm hoping, fingers crossed, guys. We all love cricket. We all love Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. He's one of those freakish outliers. I'll keep saying it. Honestly, he's just brilliant to watch and admire. Rajasthan Royal fan or not, you're going to be a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi fan, because he's 15 and he's just tonking it for fun, and the confidence of the guy, and the fact that he watches cartoons, and the fact that he just has ice cream and pav bhaji. I don't know. It's a ridiculous diet. It's a ridiculous boy. It's ridiculous powers, but that's what we're here for. And we'll shortly know in 15 minutes in terms of who India will play. And more importantly, will Sooryavanshi start? The chat should call it out. Everyone should call it out on Twitter. Sooryavanshi should definitely start. And it'll be Durham, Chess Leicester Street. It'll be like Lumley End where he's going to be batting his first ball for India in proper international conditions. Right. Massive support from Nepal, from the birthplace of Buddha to the highest peak in the world. We love your content, saying Nepali AI Studio One. Thank you so much. That is fantastic for me to just hear. I've always enjoyed my time with Nepal cricket fans, especially. Every time I've encountered them in various ICC tournaments over the years as a sports creator, content creator, as a sports anchor, beg your pardon, I should say. Props to Nepal. Honestly, close friends, some of them do stay in Nepal, and they're big fans of Rohit Patel. They're big fans of the current cricket Nepal vibe, especially since that 2024 World Cup as well, where they travel in great numbers. Right, love from Mangalore, by the way. What is your take on the goal not given against Germany? I honestly feel it was shocking. The Paraguayan defenders or the people on the bench, they didn't complain. You're talking about the Jonathan Tah header, which is not given, right? And they've not even gone to check it. And I was just like, that's so soft. I mean, all the referees today have been literally, I say today, this World Cup, have been rather generous in terms of letting the game go on. And that's what we love, because sometimes in the Premier League, it's stop, start, and there are lots of fouls given for nothing. The German goal, I honestly feel like there could be lots of people having a say about it in Germany. But the problem was for Germany, the vibe of the team. And a lot of people back home were saying that they don't have the team of the past. They don't have the great midfielders that they did or the wing backs that they did. They're still lacking a solid center forward. So let's see how it unravels for Germany. By the way, on the topic of Germany, Jurgen Klopp might get the job. I mean, I saw Romano's post on Instagram earlier today, and I think he said Klopp is in for the job in case Nagelsmann gets the sack. What is Tilak even doing in the team? Isn't Rajat better than him? I've always thought that. Tilak doesn't even have so many IPL man of the matches, but what Tilak has got in terms of credit in the bank, phenomenal knock against Pakistan, the Asia Cup, and he had some key knocks in the World Cup as well. And it's obviously a thing where now India have so many lefties, where there was a time in the T20 setup, I think initially when he was being brought in, there were not that many left-handers. So it's also about opposition, form. I think Tilak, to be fair, I don't mind dropping him to see Kishan go there and then probably have Sooryavanshi open the batting with Samson, with Abhishek Sharma, and then Samson, and then Kishan, and then Shreyas. So everyone just goes down one bit for the kid, but he's such an X factor. He's like a mini Gale. He can change the game. So even though India's bowling today looks a little precarious, I don't like Shivam Dube as a sixth bowler, guys. I'll be very honest with you. I've never liked Shivam Dube as a bowler. No offense to him. Like him as a batter, can tonk the ball. But I don't know. He was in a hat-trick against Ireland, if that counts for anything. But I'm looking forward to see Varun Chakravarti, who surely should be back in the team. That'll be a big boost for India. Wasn't there in the Ireland series. Who else? Prince Yadav can continue his good work. Seems like he has a plan for every bowler. Jared Kimber called him a throwback version of Peter Siddle. I don't know how much if you guys agree with that. Have you ever been to Chennai, saying Sanjay? Of course I've been to Chennai, bro. I know everything about Chennai. I've literally stayed in 6 different hotels in Chennai because I used to do fan cams in Chennai quite a lot. And I miss Chennai quite a bit. I have a few good friends there. Shout out to my friend Lohit, my ex-G, Purva, who's now married, God bless her, to be fair. But always ended up staying in and around Egmore. I had a few friends who had a really nice couple of houses in Kilpock, Boat Club, the airports like near Gindi. I know my Chennai, bro. I know my Chennai. I know my Triplicane. I know my Crams Road. You name it. I know it. My geography is very sound, by the way. You guys can test me out in terms of capitals and all of that stuff. You guys would be amazed. Anyway, Anuj saying, did you ever want to become a pro cricketer? I did way back in the day, except had a bad injury while playing football in a birthday party in the 7th grade. And then I ended up busting my knee. And this is the time where I was already kind of in the academy playing like zonal cricket, under 12s. and then under 14s, beg your pardon. And then, of course, 2 years out of the game, exams, and then it's like a rat race, man. If you just miss out, you miss out. So I was like, I'll study sports at some point in time. Ended up, of course, doing management, then became a sports journalist. If you guys want to find out more about my journey, go check out the podcast that I did at the start of this Heck Day Everyday Life series. Daily life, going on to say something which I'll take, but Prajwal Bharatwaj before that saying, Heck Day, I'm a huge fan of Ronaldo and supporting Portugal from a long time. But do you think the way for us is a bit difficult from now on? Look, I've said my piece about Ronaldo, and I generally think a lot of people have been giving him pelters because of his powers being in the wane and him not stretching defenses as much as the other strikers that Portugal have at their disposal. And I've been a Portugal fan pre-Ronaldo, not just in Ronaldo's pomp in the 2016 Euros and the Nations League and all the small little cups that they won. My point being, I think the real Portugal will stand up in this knockout phase. They have Croatia. It could be a banana skin. But if Vitinha, Bruno, and Neves decide that, you know what, enough is enough, we're playing for our country, for fuck's sake, let's just get our act together and deliver, I think they can go a long way. And you never know. You've seen how the last World Cup saw Argentina beat by what? Saudi Arabia? And then they won it, right? And albeit they got a lot of penalties. I think they beat Australia really late on. So they had an element of luck. And if Portugal get that with some of their players playing an intricate part, because none of them play to their potential, guys. They're the best left back in the world. They're the best midfield trio in the world. And they, of course, have one of the best players to ever play the game in the world still up top. Who's, to be fair, an amazing target man, a number 9, a poacher in the box. He's not lost all those traits, Cristiano Ronaldo, just because he can't do those twinkle toes things that he did way back in the day. He's a completely different player right now, and I still expect good service and great sort of finishes from Ronaldo, because the service has been not ample enough for him to score the way he was scoring in his pomp. You remember even when United had Ronaldo in the second spell, he ended up scoring, 27 goals that season, which was a lot for a very piss-poor Man United team. Why not support England, man? It's Man United's country. England was always my second favorite team in a way, because I feel I loved that whole nucleus of Man United players when I was watching, say, the 2004 Euros, 2006 World Cup, with Neville at the back, with Ferdinand, and there's Terry, of course, Ashley Cole. I can't believe they played Scholes in the left, but they would either have Lampard, Gerrard, Beckham on the right, Rooney, Owen. That's the England team that I absolutely love. And I feel like, let's see how they get on in this game with DR Congo. Let's move on from cricket to football, because essentially I've already, in a way, moved on. But 8 minutes to kick off. You guys should watch it if you guys are not doing anything. But also have your screens open at 10 p.m. for England, India. In case India bat first and Sooryavanshi is playing, you guys wouldn't want to miss it, because it'll be amazing on his debut. Not going to put any mockers on. No expectations. It's a blank canvas, Vaibhav. You can paint it however you want to paint it, my friend. Right, more comments, because it's getting rather chatty, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Keep your comments coming through. So I'm a Manchester United supporter as well. Manuel Ugarte is gone this season. We can't sell him or trade him. This surely made our transfer window tough. And also, no one's showing interest on Rashford, but he has a contract till 2028, right? And it's a very, very weird situation for Barcelona as well, because they've signed Gordon. Do they need Rashi? Time will tell. But I'm really kind of pissed off with United right now in the last couple of days and the affairs going on, because no ins, no outs. Edison still is not done his medical, because obviously the World Cup players will get 3 weeks of rest before they come back to United training. And I think he's part of Ancelotti's squad, Edison. We missed out on Matías Fernandes. Spurs took him for 90 mil. We missed out on Anderson, of course, 116 mil that bloody Man City got him for. And I don't think 120 was anyway the price tag that Anderson merited. He's a good player, sure, but 100 mil max for me. So City, you can have him. For me, the concern is, do we now relegate ourselves to other sort of picks like Alex Scott and Carlos Baleba and all of those kind of lesser picks, you know what I mean? There's even talks about the German midfielder, Nemecha. I think he was a City Academy product. And Not really liking that, but it is what it is. Why not England? We took that one. Nice. I had the chance of playing one game for Singapore's under-16 team, saying Anush Deshpande. Moved back to India after, though, just playing for my university in Ontario. Well done, man. Keep playing a sport, and whatever it is, just enjoy yourself, because that's the best part of playing cricket, football, paddle, pickle, whatever your cup of tea is. Hey, my prediction is if Vaibhav gets a chance today, he's going to hit a 50. What about you? What's your prediction of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi? I think I'm going to predict a quick fire 56 of 18. And I want him to get more. But if he gets a 56 of 18, I will take it all day long. I have dots about Shreyas Iyer as captain, saying Sushant Bora. Welcome to the chat, by the way. He's the hipster in town to protect Sooryavanshi, sure. But hey, Gigi talks about being bold. Cheers, Avnish. I mean, they have to kind of make some moves, because 2-0 as a defeat to Ireland doesn't bode well. No matter which Indian team you dole out, you expect India to get the job done. And they played a pretty much A team. And the shocking bit of the Ireland series is the catching. Just go look at the highlights, and I hope they've really rectified things going into this England series, because the balls will be coming way quicker, flatter, harder, and potentially going to be more higher in terms of the England batters not holding back. So fielding is imperative if India really want to win the series. I think they're going to end up losing it 3-2, and that's not being me being negative. I'm the most positive person ever, but I feel with this Indian team, they're just missing a few things, and there are definite chinks in the armor, is what I would say. Can you follow me? It'll be an absolute honor, saying Sanjay. You know what, I will, probably because you've been so phenomenally consistent in all my live shows. I really like people who turn up and try to build a community with me. And I know you guys might be doing different things in life. You might come back from school, going to college tomorrow, come back from work, wherever you guys are in life. You're supporting me in your little time that you've given, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it to bits. 3 minutes to toss time and 3 minutes to kick off, so I really need to progress quickly and also have my dinner, and I'm not showered. I'm going to miss a few things, and tell me July is here without telling me July is here. Can you follow me? Yes, I will, man. I will. And everyone follows Sanjay. Seems like a really nice guy. And I'll definitely follow Andrew Max Sanjax. Andrew Max Sanjax. Well done, man. What a name that is. It's a tongue twister. Hi, Hegde. I'm a huge fan of you, saying Advik Mahajan. It's amazing. And I think that's my food as well. We ordered burgers with probably some adult juice along the way. Chumeni looks a good contenders. We did not acquire Matias Fernandez. Chumeni is another name, again, the top tier list. So we'd like to have him. I'd like to get the guy who also plays for France, Manu Kone. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If you give me a dream list, then obviously I would say Harry Kane, Vitinha, and probably another decent centre back. But it is what it is with United. I'll probably come on to United in the transfers later on next week when things start gathering pace. But you never know with United. They love keeping it till early August, late August, so on and so forth. Right, predictions time. So I've said India to win today. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to score 50 today, but them ending up to lose the series. If they win the series, it'll be at the back of some incredible performances with two players, I reckon. I think it's going to be super important that this man shows up, Shreyas Iyer as a captain, because a lot of people normally associate good captains when they're in good form with the bat. And I hope 5 T20s, he gets his chance to just outline his credentials as one of the IPL's best number 4s. Right. The summer transfer window has got expensive as hell, saying Sushant Bora. Makes no sense, but there are buyers. Tottenham paid 85 million now, following up within 100 million on Tonali. People like video. Thank you for that, Sushant Bora. Now, the 100 million Tonali and the 85 million, many people are even questioning where the hell did Tottenham get that kind of money? Because of course, them staying up helps, and that wouldn't have been a huge chunk of money, but what they did do the year before was win the Europa, so they still have that money in the bank. They didn't spend that heavy post-it, because even though Thomas Frank got the sack after Ange got the sack, Jesus, a lot's gone with Spurs on. I don't want to talk about Spurs. You guys literally can light a fuse with me about anything in sport, and I'll tangent that way. It's really ridiculous. 1 minute to go, indeed. Yeah, the transfer window is bonkers. What's the Maharaja Trophy? I'm actually going for a game. I'm actually pissed off with the Maharaja Trophy as well. I'll tell you guys more about that later, Shubham, because technically I was supposed to do some work with the team, but they were just like not going to call me back. So I was like, you guys missed out, not me indeed. Right, 30 minutes in, done and dusted here, because I apologize. I'll let you guys be. I'm not going to steal the limelight from the toss or kickoff in, where is it today? In England, DR Congo, wherever it is. They're kicking off right now, and the toss is also right now. Tomorrow we'll chat about a whole host of different things, but stay tuned. On my Insta, you'll get all the updates. Until the next time, it's a goodbye from me. And I'll come to Hubli, Shubham, for sure, at some point in time to do some content. But I'm going to be running off right now. Fingers crossed, guys. It has to be Sooryavanshi to start for India. And finally, before I go, because I know England have already kicked off against DR Congo, and I said at the start of the show, where will England finish? My prediction is semi-finals for England. Semi-finals. Many people think that they might not even pass Mexico if they do get past Congo tonight at the Azteca. Time will tell. I think England will nick it at the Azteca, but they'll go down in the semi-finals. I'd want them to win it if it's not Portugal. And if they win it, Harry Kane, Ballon d'Or winner for me. So let's see if Tommy Tuchel will get it right tonight and going forward in the competition. More to come from me. Check out my content on Instagram. It's been one hell of a day, and I will take a breather and enjoy all the sport whilst eating my dinner. Hunter, you keep going on with the questions. Look, I'll take that one. Hegde, how much goals do you think Ronaldo will score in the next match against Croatia? I think he'll get the odd goal or the odd assist, and then he'll score another couple leading into the final, hopefully, fingers crossed. Right. Done and dusted. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe, tell a friend. Please tell all your friends to join me every day live. It'll be great. We can build our own little sort of fun and games here. And giveaways on the show as well. Jerseys and lots more. You could be rest assured for that. And I'm super happy about Diallo as well. Daily life. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow, Sanjay, and the rest of the lads. Love you guys. Cheers.